Hey guys, it's Mo. I'm back to talk about We Best Love, one of the best shows that I watched in 2021 that I can't believe I did not do a standalone show for. So I'm back today in 2023 to rectify that because I just rewatched it today. When I watched We Best Love, I was like, this is a great show, and I'm sure my Twitter feed is probably why I kind of went insane about it, but the audacity, the temerity that I must have had to not think about doing a standalone review on just how much of an excellent show this is. I think this was probably one of those shows I enjoyed too much that I was like, you know what, maybe I don't want to share this with the world. Maybe I don't want the world to ruin it. That might have also been it. I wanted to protect it. But we're 2 years in now and I'm back. And like I said, I rewatched it today and I was like, you know what, the world deserves this. Let me talk about it a bit. I do want to say I did talk about it a bit in 2021 on a podcast episode, titled Upcoming 2021 BL Dramas, and that aired or was published in February 17, 2021. God, that was a lifetime ago. I'll put the link in the show notes, so if you guys want to go listen to that, feel free to. I would really appreciate it. Also, while you're here, while you're at it, please leave a like. If you're a listener on this podcast, leave a 5-star review. I would greatly appreciate that, and you rock. You absolutely rock, right? You rock, because you left the 5 stars. I know. And you left a like. I know. Okay, this is interesting. Some other shows I talked about on the podcast episode, 1,000 Stars, or was it 10,000 Stars? Lovely Writer, Bad Buddy, Gen Y, History 4, and KinnPorsche. And there's so much salaciousness with KinnPorsche. But yeah, all of that to the side, We Best Love. If you do not know what it is, it's a boy love drama. It's a boy love drama from Taiwan. You know what? Let me give the official synopsis, and it's on the screen right now for you guys as well. It's not a simple thing to like someone because many times we dare not say anything. If first place is the only way to make you see me, then I will never lose to you before you fall in love with me. Cao Shuyi stared at the class report and saw Gao Shidi's name above him again. He didn't understand. He had always ranked second ever since Gao Shidi came into his life. For this reason, he was excited to go to college and parted ways. He hoped to never see Gao Shidi again. In college, he joined the swimming team and was revered by everyone. He was happily enjoying college life until Gao Shidi suddenly appeared at the swimming competition during their senior year. This made him wonder why Gao Shidi always followed him around wherever he went, but little did he know that Gao Shidi had eyes for him and would never let him go. Oh, my heart. So good. Now, We Best Love was an amazing 6th episode I've watched. I loved it. And I almost cried tears when, the finale, and this will obviously include spoilers, but again, not enough spoilers that it would ruin you not going to watch the show after listening to this if you decide to listen. But even if you don't decide to listen, leave a like and leave a 5-star review. Either, both. But neither is not a choice. So it's a part 1 and a part 2, essentially. That's the point I'm trying to get to. And part 1 is their college days, where we are introduced to Cao Shuyi and Gao Shidi, and them both in college, but they've known each other since their younger days, high school, junior high school, and they've always been very competitive with each other. And Gao Shidi is a competitive person. And Cao Shuyi is just always there. And when he's there, he comes to second place. He doesn't win. And in the first part of the show, we are introduced to this dynamic, but then we quickly find out that Cao Shuyi actually likes Gao Shidi. And Gao Shidi is very, I don't want to say he's bratty. He's not bratty, but he's very himself. He's very, out there. He's very, God, I feel like that's not he's got a big mouth. I think that's probably what it is. He's got a big mouth. It's probably his characteristics, if I had to describe it, but not in a bad way. He's a good person, but he is also very oblivious to some things at times. He's got 2 best friends, a girl and a boy. He is in love with the girl, and doesn't realize that his other best friend is also in love with their female best friend. That ends up happening, and he's just like, okay, I've got to pretend that this is not hurting my feelings. Xiaoxi comes into the picture in their college years. They're both swimmers, and Xiaoxi is adorable because, you know, he's the forlorn one. He's the one who loves at a distance, and he just kind of like, you know, something in their senior year makes him decide to get to know Gao Shidi. And that's sort of the impetus for the series, for part 1 of the series, where he decides to cutely blackmail Gao Shidi into spending time with him. And in the process, Gao Shuyi end up having feelings for each other. The first 6 episodes are so good, but then episode 6 just breaks your heart, because after every, like, they meet, they like this blackmail, there's, oh, we like each other, we know the truth, there's extended characters like Zhao Ziyi's cousin, who is a nurse, not a doctor, like a school nurse in the college, and then his cousin has this crazy ass relationship, we find out later, that's connected to this younger guy who like bites people, and he's very like he's manic. I don't know what he has. I'm sure some people will be like bipolar, but I don't know which one. But he's got something that makes him like anti-people. And for some reason, Xiaoxi's cousin, who is very manly and fine and handsome, is able to sort of make him act a little bit like a human, but also kind of realizes the limitations of that. It's not anything, they're not trying to be like, oh, he used the power of love to cure his mental illness. Like, no, like that is still there, but that is in spite of it. And let me see. So, first 6 episodes, adorable. You're in love. It's great. Another thing I want to mention, cinematography. I want whoever did this show to come and redecorate my future apartment, my future house, because I loved it. They are amazing with color. They're amazing with using the background, the characters' clothing, the scenery. They just blend all that shit together, and it just really works. And I really enjoyed it. And whether you want to call it costuming, storyboarding, cinematography, directing, coloring, editing, all of that together is just fantastic. This show, I want you guys to go watch it, because I don't think I'm doing it enough justice regarding how good it is. Now, it was directed by Ray Zhang. The screenwriter was Lin Pei Yu, and just kudos. Part 1 ends in a heartbreak. Part 2 continues it. There's a time jump. It's insane when they come back, because it's just like they're both grown now. It turns out that Xiaoxi, spoilers, they break up kind of because Xiaoxi has to go to America or go abroad, and in the process it kind of leads to their breakup. And 5 years later, we sort of find out there's more behind that breakup. But the angst of the first 2 episodes of part 2 is insane. I love it. It's one of the best acting I've seen from 2 actors. Like, I again, clap. I just love it. And We Best Love Part 2 is titled We Best Love Fighting Mr. Second. There's a special edition that has longer scenes and extra, goodies. And then there's just the standard. But oh my god, I need to get the box set. If anyone knows where I can get the box set to this, please send me the link, because I need it in my life. The DVD box set or Blu-ray, or, just not the cloud. Like I said, part 2 is the sequel to part 1 of We Best Love. Part 1's title is officially, technically, I don't think I mentioned it, Number 1 for You. And, with this being 5 years, they're now they're in the working world. And I loved seeing both of them as individuals, as business people. And my favorite part of part 2 is, I will have to say, Gao Shidi's dad. He is insane, and I love that. I love him. Gao Shidi's mom died when he was young, so he was raised just by his father, who is super protective, but also will be like, you need to climb that mountain in order to become a man. So So his dad is on the one hand very protective, but also like, you need to learn these skills that are, I might be training you to become Batman. But yeah, his dad was just amazing. The actor's name is Yoza Iriku, and I believe the thing he's that Gao Shidi is supposed to be half Japanese and half Taiwanese. If I'm incorrect in that, please let me know. So his dad, the actor who played his dad, my favorite thing ever. And it's like, again, in the wrong set of actors, this would have been so like, you wouldn't have gotten the seriousness, the weight, the everyone showing up, whether it's before the screen or behind the screen. And I absolutely loved it. And I that's why I was like, I need to come tell you guys about this. Now, this will most likely go on the podcast feed as well as the YouTube channel. Maybe I'll slide some scenes, some pictures. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you're seeing it right now, is it pretty? Is it pretty? Tell me, because past me doesn't know. But yeah, if you haven't watched this is absolutely on the WeTV app. Obviously there are other ways, wink wink. Let me know if you want to know the ways. And outside of that, what is it? YouTube might have clips. I don't know if YouTube has full episodes though, but I haven't tried to watch it on YouTube either. But yeah, what are some of the differences in part 2 to part 1? Part 1 is very much young love. Part 2 is the consequences of young love. We get a lot of angst in a short period of time. We also spend more time with the other couples on the show. We get to meet Gao Shidi's father, that relationship I've sort of spoke about earlier. And then we also get to see them at work. We get to see their daily lives. We get to see, I love Gao Shidi's apartment. I love the entire scene where he's yelling at his dad and then he's telling off Xiao Shi, and he's sort of like in this box square, which again, this is the great job that they do with imagery. He, in one sense, is sort of like a princess in a castle, and in the other sense, he's that princess who's telling you, I don't need you to save me. And I fucking loved it. I loved it, y'all. I do wish we had gotten a bit more Gao Shidi and Zhao Shi. That's my only disappointment. That's my only complaint, is that I remember when I was watching this, I was like, no, more Gao Shidi, we're switching. And while the other couple were good and I like they're crazy, I wanted more of the two main actors, honestly. The third couple I have not really mentioned is the common friend of, well, I guess it will technically be 4 couples then. We've got Gao Shidi and Zhao Shi. Then we've got the doctor and his boo. We've got the best friend and the other best friend, who we didn't see in part 2, I believe. And then finally we've got Bing Wei and Ziyu, and they are cute. And, Ziyu, I believe, is the one who's kind of an asshole, but I still very much enjoy it. They're somehow still friends, and they're working for Gao Shidi in part 2. But yeah, we also didn't see too much of their life. They were very surface level, but you could still get it. You could see it. I liked it. But the main second couple was, of course, what's his name again? Look at me forgetting already. The second couple was, of course, the second doctor, and that was Pei Shu Yi, and Yu Shen Xuan. Again, apologies for my pronunciation. But yeah, that's all I've got. I don't want to make this too long. I hope you guys have enjoyed me just being here and being excited about this insane show that's just so good. Like, it's not just good, like, in writing and plot. It's good in all the ways. It's good in all the ways, guys. Give it a go. If you have never watched the BL, you will love it. You will enjoy it. If you're a fan of just good acting, romance, all of that, watch it. And if you are a BL head and you've never watched this, what? Get out of here. Go watch this. Now, right after you leave the like and the 5-star review. But yeah, go absolutely watch it. It's freaking fantastic. I cannot say it enough. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Bye.